Hi, I'm Jamie Mueller, the new Director of Education for Quilts Incorporated, and today we are here with one of our amazing International Quilt Festival Houston teachers, Bree Drayden. How are you today, Bree?
I'm good. How about you, Jamie?
I'm doing wonderful. So, tell us a little bit about your quilty background. What got you started in sewing or quilting, and just how did you fall in love with the art?
Oh gosh, I'm a product of that era. I'm a 70s baby and an 80s kid when it was an absolute must to have that skill. Early on, I didn't care for it, but I found my love during a deployment and monetized it. And then I had my boys who are triplets and found that I needed to do a hobby to stay off my feet and got back out that old dusty sewing machine. And it's been
Helped keep
off
your
to the
sanity,
stars
the
since.
triplets. Triplets,
Yeah.
man. Oh, what a
Teenage triplets, no less.
Oh man, you need a lot of sewing time.
I do. I need a lot of sewing. It is my sanity, and I absolutely love it. So I have been sewing and quilting off and on for about 40 years.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah,
it. I love that you're addicted just like all of us.
I am. I am very much addicted.
Well, now you're not new to us at International Quilt Festival.
No.
You've been running our sit and sew room, which we are so thankful for and so grateful to have you there. But we are offering classes this year, and I'm so excited. And we are launching kids classes.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yay!
yes, yes. Get excited. Get
So,
excited. This is so
hey,
much fun.
oh, I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. You said you're a product of the 70s, 80s, same. Well, I'm 80s, 90s, but real close. And
Yeah, very much so.
we used to have home ec offerings in school, and
Yep.
now those have been eliminated along with other arts programs. So
Right.
I'm so thankful that you were proposing these classes and that we can get the sewing machines and the fabric addiction into the kids' hands now.
Absolutely. It's a dire necessity. I think it's a life skill that we need to see back. I mean, granted, we may have not, enjoyed it too much in the 80s and the 90s,
Sure.
but in a time of fast fashion, getting back to the basics and independence and that certain skill, whether you run with it or whether you just use it to be able to be self-sufficient, that's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Be
So
able
I'm
to
delighted to be a
fix a
part of
zipper
that movement.
or fix a button
Fix a
and not have to pay
zipper,
for it.
repair a seam because we're so quick to throw textiles away instead of taking the time to really repair them. And it doesn't take a lot. I mean, there's minimal effort. So it's an amazing skill to have. It's amazing knowledge. And I think it's critical. So I'm delighted to be a part of, this movement of encouraging and empowering the next generation or even the current generation and reigniting something that they used to know how to do or even want to learn how to do. So,
Oh, I love it. Well, besides just being in the sit and sew room, so people can come see you anytime the sit and sew room's
yep.
open. That's up on the third floor, amongst all the classrooms. But you're giving us a lecture titled Building the
I
Next
am.
Generation, and then two classes, Beginner Sewing Experience, which that one's for adults or
Mm-hmm.
teens, and
Yes.
then the kids class, which is First Stitch Studio for Kids. So
Yep.
tell us just a little bit about what they we can expect in your classes.
We can expect a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun playing with color. We are going to do a very simple beginner friendly project, both kids and adults alike. It's going to be immersive. You're
Mhm.
going to walk away with some basic skills and knowledge and a completed project and hopefully
Yay.
find that new love. So it's not going to be intense. It is very, when I say beginner friendly, you're going to learn how to turn the machine on. You're going to learn how to thread it. You're going to learn some basic stitches. And at the end of the class, you're going to walk home with a completed project.
Oh, how fun. And I think, learning the basics are just so important. So even if you're an advanced sewer or, oh, I'm self-taught, I've been doing this a
Mm-hmm.
long time, if you don't know those basics, those are pretty much 95% of the struggles you have when you're trying to complete a project. Why isn't my quilt
Right.
square? Why isn't my pillow shaping out to be the way I
Mm-hmm.
need it? And going back to basics and really learning those from the start are such a huge thing, in my opinion.
It's the fundamentals. That's
Yes.
really what it boils
Mhm.
down to is just the
Mhm.
fundamental knowledge. And being able to complete that project in that class, I think is what sets it apart from just taking a beginner class. So
Mhm.
many are lecture based and so many you're sitting there while the instructor is just breathing down and telling you do this,
Yeah,
this, and this. In my classes, we don't clutch pearls because there's more than one technique. And so
sure.
my goal is to show you how I do things and whether you choose to implement them or not going forward is up to you. But at the end of that workshop, whether you're an adult or a kid, you're going to walk away with that finished project, ideally.
Yeah,
And
sure.
it's going to be something that you're going to feel great about. You're going to feel good about. It's not going to be overwhelming. It's not going to be frustrating. We're going to give you all the supplies and the materials and the instruction to go with it.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so excited. I think, we haven't offered kids classes and I don't know if we ever have. If we have, it's been a long, long time and I just think it's so important to bring that back and continue the tradition that is sewing and quilting.
Absolutely. And I
Mhm.
am delighted to be a part of it. And I'm delighted that I am on board this year and a part of this amazing team of educators. And I can't wait to bring my skills and my expertise to International Quilt Festival. And let's keep growing it. That's what I'm most
Great.
excited about is
Mhm.
continuing to see all those young people walking through that floor. I mean, that melts
Oh,
my heart.
oh, I know. And just seeing their excitement and you're if you're used to teaching adults all the time and most of them already kind of know how to sew, it's so fun getting that fresh excitement from a kid, no matter if they're 5 or 15 and just really seeing the light bulbs go off when it clicks in their head, like, oh, I can do this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think the best part is that my classes are tailored to a smaller audience because
Mhm.
I work out in the community through the social box. I work with a very diverse background of individuals, both
Mhm.
young and old, and everyone in between, that the size of the class, the type of project that we're going to work on makes it attainable for anyone to do,
Yeah.
whether it's someone who has sewn and wants to learn a new method or a new technique, or someone who's never done it before. No
Mhm.
matter what, it's going to be fun, it's going to be empowering, and I'm excited to do it.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so that kind of segues into my next question. So not just our show,
Yeah,
but this goes to smaller local guild shows or
right.
anything in between. What, in your opinion, is the importance of attending in-person shows?
Like I said, there's a diverse range of techniques and applications and skill sets and opportunities for learning and immersion that being in person versus something virtual kind of sets that bar higher. So you get that connection, you get that hands on, you get that touch and feel. We love to pet and
Yes.
touch and see. And, you can't get the true gauge of texture or even color through a computer screen. Yeah, everybody loves YouTube. We love YouTube. I love YouTube. I love
Mhm.
social media. I mean, it's a rabbit hole that I, as an educator and a business owner, go
Yep.
down at three
It's a
o'clock in the
great
morning, and it's
tool.
easy to do.
Hmm.
And in this day and age where everyone seems to think that you're supposed to already know something, it can often be less intimidating. But the most intimidating part is probably finding the courage to step out of your comfort zone and go into that in-person experience. But once you do, nothing else compares. So it's important that you get that human interaction, be able to see the machine, see the technology, ask your questions,
Yeah.
absorb, learn, touch,
Hmm.
feel. You walk away with knowledge just by doing that.
Yeah. Oh, you're so right. And it's such a amazing feeling being surrounded by all, pretty like-minded people. Like we're all there because we're addicted to sewing, quilting, all of
Mm-hmm.
the above in fiber arts. And it's just there's nothing like being with your people. What better way to enjoy and make new friends?
Oh, absolutely. I
Mhm.
agree. 1,000%. I agree. I agree.
Okay, so my last question, which is the hardest one, is if you could
Uh-oh.
only have one quilting tool or notion, like you needed your sewing room was catching on fire and you needed to grab one thing to take to, start your new one, what would it be?
It's funny that you say that. I actually have two that I must have, and I have one that I'm wearing on me right now. It's my little
Oh,
slice, my little
oh,
slice.
like a box cutter type.
Yeah,
Oh,
but this
I
is my bolt opener.
Ooh,
And
that's
this
even
little thing
better.
right here, this Q-tip is it's these sewing machine cleaning brushes, okay?
Oh, by
I
Quilt
go
in a
through
Day,
these
Eleanor
by Quilt a day.
Byrne.
Yep. So I go through these like there is no tomorrow. The thing is that you don't need the fanciest tool. You don't need the most expensive tool. You find what works for you and you stick with it, whether it's
Yeah.
$2 or whether it's $200. For me, it is this $4.95 pack of Q-tips for my sewing machine.
I love
And
it.
this six
Great answer.
dollar slice.
A great answer. A great answer. And you're
And
the only one that has said Q-tips, so are those fancy ones so far. So well done.
they're Q-tips. Like they're
That's
literally these mini
amazing.
little, and they pick up so much stuff, but they get into all the nooks and crannies because I am such a stickler for, keeping your machine clean,
Hmm.
especially when you're educating,
Well,
beginners
yeah.
and youth alike to sew. Like
Well,
this is it, man.
it solves so many problems. It's so simple, but sometimes you forget about it. The more you're sewing on it, the dirtier it
Mm.
gets, and you do need to keep it clean.
Q-tips and a good box cutter, bolt color cutter, seam ripper, whatever your fancy is. Yeah,
Oh,
those are
I
my
love
go-to.
it. Great answer. And then you're already kind of telling us where we can find you, but where can we find you online and where are you most active on social media?
Oh gosh. Well, I am active between two different profiles. The Social Box, SEWCIAL,
Such a cute name.
get that.
Hmm.
www.thesocialbox.com, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, all the good
All the
things,
above.
or at piperlanekidsco.com. So Piper Lane is my quilty stuff. That's where you see all my work, all of my accolades, and then the Social Box is the retail and educational aspect of
Awesome. And if you are local to Houston area or you're coming in for the show and want to do your own shop hop tour,
it. Yeah.
where is your shop located in the Houston area?
So we are just north of Houston. We are in the Cypress area, which is the suburbs. We are off of Highway 290 on Skinner Road. If you are familiar with the Cypress area, that is just down by Dry Creek Airport. So the address is 14555 Skinner Road. That's Cypress, Texas, 77429. Plethora of educational programs for youth and adults alike, and a massive retail space.
Awesome. Oh, well, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. I'm so excited that we're introducing you to the Quilt Sync world, and
Yay!
we're so blessed to have you this year teaching. Thanks for joining
Oh,
us.
thank you for having me. Thanks,
Yeah.
Jamie.
Yep.
Pleasure's mine.
Bye, Bree.
Bye.